Good evening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Homeworld 2. Today, before we start off the rest of the mission, I'd like to point out something which probably is something that not in all missions is true. So, if you've destroyed the Vega and you have taken quite heavy losses, now is the time to replenish your troops.
Group 1 copies.
Because there's
Group 2
nothing
reporting.
actually that can happen now that could
Group 3
threaten
reporting.
your troops.
Flak frigate complete.
So whenever you
4.
got the chance to build up your troops and having suffered
Torpedo
casualties,
frigate complete.
it is a good thing that you do that. So while we're waiting for our
Docking
movers
signal green.
to take out these resource collectors and the other
You're
debris
clear to
fields,
dock.
we will rebuild our fleet to the maximum
clear to dock.
potential that we
Ready.
can have. It doesn't
clear to
matter if your troops are injured, like
Ready.
this flag frigate, for example. It doesn't matter because they get healed up before they jump into the next mission
Group 8
anyway.
reporting.
But
Docking
I'd just
signal
like to
green.
point that out
Roger.
because many might think, okay,
Group 8 reinforced.
we just defeated the Vega, now we destroyed the debris field, and next
Torpedo
mission we
frigate complete.
just have done enough time
Production
to build up
underway.
new things. Take your time and take it
Production
now,
underway.
especially in this mission. You can really fleet up with new ships, and you should always consider this a very viable possibility in missions where you know, okay, I don't have to destroy the enemy as my prime objective, so when I have the
Resource
chance
collector
to
complete.
build up new troops, I should probably do that as much as I can. And I'm not sure why these guys are actually moving away from them. You might want to destroy this.
Group 5 reports victory.
So while we're waiting for the
Resource
movers to take
collector
out these
complete.
things, I'm going to build up my fleet of
Group eight
resource
copies.
collectors a little bit
Acknowledged.
more. Didn't want them to be selected though.
Group 8. Standing by.
I'm going to
Group
build a
8
few more resource
reinforced.
collectors because I think it might be a good idea to have more repairing
Resource collector standing
units
by.
in the next few
Resource
missions
collector
than you normally
complete.
would.
Acknowledged.
Group 8 reinforced.
How many probes do I still have? Let's build 3
Production
more.
underway.
Alright, also something which is available in this mission for the first time is the fire control tower. It is quite
Probe
useful for
complete.
carriers because, as you can see, improves the combat effectiveness of all nearby ships. However, I'm not going to install it on the mothership just yet
Probe complete.
because I don't want to have it here. But I can
Copy.
build it on the carriers, and I will be doing that.
Reporting.
Probe complete.
I think I've
Ready.
built something here which I shouldn't have.
Standing by.
Oh yeah, the advanced research module.
New construction
Don't need.
options available.
So let's build a fire control tower. Also, I'm going to build another carrier on the mothership
Production underway.
because I think that might be a good idea. We have enough time. We can now take our time to do the following.
Carrier fire control tower complete.
So
Scanning for target.
let's fleet up. Get new ships into the fleet, prepare for what's coming to us next. Which is also a very important thing to do.
Group 1. Dock order confirmed. Dock order confirmed.
Alright, we have these.
Carrier fire
Yes.
control tower complete. Scanning
Now,
for
where
target.
are thy frigates?
Resource collector
There.
awaiting orders.
Torpedo, ion cannon.
Copy.
Debris destroyed.
Flak. Flak? Flak.
Reporting. You are clear to dock.
I
Group
think
4
we haven't yet
reinforced.
built everything. Oh, we did
You're clear to
actually.
proceed. Group 4 reporting.
Oh, I didn't want so many. Too
You
many
are
of
clear to
those
dock.
torpedo frigates,
Carrier
actually.
complete.
But it might be worth it, at least for
You
the
are clear
time
to
being.
proceed.
Because we might need torpedo frigates
Ready.
more than the
You are clear to
flak
dock.
frigates for now.
Repairs initiated.
Also, while we have the chance, let's have a look at our ships. How they look like. That's, for example, the ion cannon. Then
New
we've got
construction options
the
available.
destroyer, which does look quite intimidating with 3 guns. Not sure where the missiles actually come out of.
Repair order confirmed.
Actually 4 guns. Yay. Ah, I think it might be here
Standing by.
where the missiles come from. So this
Roger.
carrier is done. Let's build every possible construction facility. Fire control tower. And a sensors module. Now I'm going to clean up the rest of the debris for the time being.
Resource collector awaiting orders.
And once we've done that, we should be fine with... Oops.
Group
There
4
are
copies.
more flag frigates.
Ready.
I wanted to say,
Group
where
4
are the rest of my
reinforced.
flag frigates?
Reporting.
Here they are.
Moving to destination.
Actually, I don't need to move them at all.
Setting drives to idle.
Because we have
Carrier
basically
fighter
won this
facility
mission. There's
complete.
nothing here that can
New
threaten us
fighters
any
available
longer.
for construction.
We just
Roger.
have to wait for things to finish. I'm going
This is
to
a
let the
cakewalk.
carrier
No
wait
problem.
until it's done with everything. Because we might need it at some point. Especially because you never know what is going to happen in the next mission.
Group 5 has defeated the enemy.
Debris destroyed.
Let's go for that one first. We don't have to destroy that, but I'm going to do it anyway. By the way, lots of hit points for these things. Actually, I'm wondering how that is calculated. As you can see, we have about...
Carrier
Okay,
Corvette
how many
facility complete.
zeros has that?
corvettes available
1.6
for
million hit
construction.
points. And the movers do 334 damage. I have no idea what the multiplicator, that's the word, good god, is on these ships, so that they can destroy that in basically 2 runs. I have no idea, but it seems it works out,
Reporting.
and for that I'm quite grateful.
Acknowledged.
Frigate facility on the way, nearly done. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I think this mission is actually a little bit harder than one would expect if you see it at the beginning, like destroy the
Carrier
debris
frigate
fields
facility complete.
and then just defend the
frigates
left-hand
available
side
for
from the
construction.
Vega. It seems easy, but the hardest problem is if you really get attacked from the right-hand side and you do not notice that and don't know what units to send out against what, and you might lose something in the radioactive nebula, then you tend to have a little bit of a problem here, because you have to rebuild troops quite quickly if you want to stay on top of your troops. Because if you lose troops and you don't replenish them fast enough, like say for example you don't have any carriers at this point of the game, you have a little bit of trouble making up with
Group 5
reinforcements,
reports victory.
and that can be quite hard to
Debris
deal
destroyed.
with the Vega afterwards. This can be very, 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 very hard to deal with. So I tend to try and
Carrier platform facility complete.
destroy every
New
possible
platforms available for construction.
enemy unit quite quickly if I'm seeing them. So, for example, destroyers, I'd like to focus fire units, especially destroyers, so they can be taken out quite quickly. Frigates is not that much of a problem, because frigates I can counter with my own frigates or with my own destroyers. But in these big numbers, like the enemy has also
Carrier
4
fire
destroyers,
control tower
like a
complete.
bajillion
Scanning for
missile
target.
frigates and so on, it's quite hard to maneuver around, especially because if your units, like say the destroyer, it's quite low on health and you want to get it away from there, it takes quite a long time to get it away. It just isn't like, and it's done, because it's so slow, and turns also so slow, that there's nothing going on.
Carrier
And
sensors
actually I
array
think we're going to
complete.
take out this one and end the mission, because we don't need to have anything else done right now. Because I think we are done these.
Group 1 reporting. Group 4 standing by.
That's 7 and 7, 14. Oh, what? Wait, that is 20 frigates. Am I missing a frigate somewhere? I'm missing a frigate somewhere.
Standing by.
I have every one of these. Every one of the. Oh no, I'm not missing a frigate. Haha, because I forgot about my marine frigate. Haha. So let's continue. No frigate missing. Everything is absolutely fine. So let's destroy these debris fields, or the last one actually here. Let's have a look at our movers again here. See how they not destroy this thing when they're flying close to it. Very nice. Also, they're very slow. They turn very slow, but they deal a good amount of damage against anything, any capital ships and such things. Very fragile. Because they're so slow, but they can take a punch, which is good.
Group 5 has defeated the enemy.
That should be it.
Radiation levels dropping.
Yep.
The quantum waveform is returning to normal tolerance. We are now clear to enter hyperspace.
Indeed.
Group 9 reporting. Group 8 copy.
Hyperspace core fully charged.
Group 7 reporting.
Detecting only minor quantum waveform fluctuations.
I love
We are
the
clear to
technobabble.
jump.
Minor quantum waveform fluctuations. Good that I didn't take physics in class later than 12th
Initiate
grade.
hyperspace.
As I probably would know what they're talking about. Which I don't, and I don't want to! Ah, physics! Ah! Hate it. By the way, notice the... I wanted to say yellow. Yeah, this is yellow. Yellow warp fields of our movers. Success!
The movers are Progenitor AI constructs. They know no age, no despair. All this time, they have tendered the derelicts of their masters.
From their memory banks, we have learned that the progenitors were not indigenous to our galaxy. This section of hull was once a massive foundry where the 3 hyperspace cores were forged. Coordinates have been set for the aft section of the wreck, where the dreadnought is located.
The prophecy states, "He who unites the 3 will unleash the great maker Sajuk."
And with the 3, they actually mean the 3 hyperspace cores. Just so you understand what they are talking about. And here we are at a beautiful landscape again. Lots of destroyed wreckage.
Hyperspace successful.
Yep, we're finally there.
We are alone.
Telemetry data confirms this is the engineering section of the wreckage. The dreadnought is located here. We're detecting intense power fluctuations in the surrounding progenitor derelicts. Send in scouts to confirm the location of the dreadnought.
You do not need to send
New
in
upgrades
scouts, by the
available.
way.
Group 1 copies.
They say scouts, but they mean like, basically, you can send anything you want. So, first things first though, we don't have a lot of research to do. So we're gonna start it right off the bat. Also, we have a good amount of resource collectors now. And we have a good amount of fleet units. There are probes here, which is just 2 probes. But the problem is the resource collectors get out very, very slowly. So you will need a lot of time to get them out.
Group 10 copies.
So we just have to wait a little bit for things to get started here. And there come... Nope, no more probes yet. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure for what priority they unload anything. So first comes the fleet,
Roger.
and then come the resource
Upgrade
collectors,
complete.
but I'm not sure from what priority that will come. So, let's do this. Before we actually start, just a little bit of a hint here. Once you send a scout here, or whatever, a probe in this case, what I'm going to do, something will happen. I'm not going to say what yet. You will see that in the next episode, but I'm just saying you want your mothership to move over here as quickly as she can. Also, you want your carriers to move over there as quickly as they can. And actually, you want everything, but I'm not going to send the faster ships just yet, because they will basically be quite fast, of course, because they're fast ships. So we're going to send our destroyer for the moment. We are going to make group 0, mine resources here, which is basically not a lot, but
Mothership underway.
Start order confirmed.
We're still unloading resource collectors, by the way. So basically you want your fleet moving over here as soon as you discover what's going on. But I'm going to move my mothership now anyway, already, so it can move. Do they actually move with the Hey, they do! Wow, that is so cool. Do the frigates move too?
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, they do? Cool! Okay, I don't need to set any rally point anymore.
Confirmed.
That is so cool. Didn't even know that. So once your units are launched from the mothership, they move with it. Wow. That's, well, you learn something every day.
Copy. Destination
Dudes,
locked in.
you
Ready.
can like
Docking
unload
mobile
here.
refinery.
I
Resource
mean, you
collector
can
awaiting
do that, right?
Resources locked in.
Oh, they dropped the resources. Oh well. Doesn't matter. So, when we come back, folks. Whoops. Hello? Sensors? Ah, okay. Cutscene. Okay, we watched the cutscene. Now we'll do something with it. That is the Dreadnought. By the way, I love the music of it. Reminds me a little bit of Arabian music, which I tend to like quite a lot. By the way, I always think this ship looks like a fish for some reason. I'm not sure why.
We are translating the Progenitor language. It is a repeating message as follows. The Keeper is aware. The Keeper understands. The Keeper has seen the enemy.
Because the 4 eyes there, they just look weird, just like a fish. I'm not sure why I think that, but it just seems so strange.
The Progenitor Dreadnought has been located. Use movers to retrieve it. At least 6 movers will be required to transport the Dreadnought.
Setting drive to idle. Move order confirmed. Standing by.
Right. Yeah, okay.
The ship has created a massive hyperspace inhibitor field. We are unable to charge the hyperspace core. We are trapped.
Are we done yet? Good, because I want to pause the game. So, when we come back, folks, we'll deal with the Keeper. And these things. The drones. Which again have an eye here. Nyeh. Look like a little bit the dudes from Zelda with one eye. Not sure the name anymore. But those are exactly the same. And no, we don't shoot them with a bow in the eye, but still. So, see you then, folks, and have a good day.